In this video, I want to make a wedding outfit for my boyfriend. Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel, Maanknitwear. My name is Umbriel and we do a lot of knitting and crochet related things on here. So what I want to be making is the Relaxagon shirt by Caroline Zuschlag. I'll put it on the screen. But I have seen a couple of people making this top or shirt or button up, whatever you may call it, in a little more oversized kind of thing. There's one creator, Amazingish Grace, I think she's called. She made a video, and that was the video that made me realize that this pattern existed, and it is right up my boyfriend's alley. And I want to be making it for, we're gonna attend my boyfriend's sister's wedding in 6 weeks from this Saturday. So I want to start making this. It's gonna be not too formal of a wedding, so it would be great to wear something like this. I think it would be amazing to make this for him. So I haven't even ordered the yarn yet, so let's start with that, and then I can start crocheting after I receive the yarn. So I have my screen right here, and I'll put up the things that I've been thinking about. What I need is a cotton yarn, 8/4 yarn, a cotton yarn. And I wanted to buy it from Hobby, and a while ago they had a sale, and they were for sale for only like €1 per ball, so that's very, very cheap. And I feel a little silly for not buying it then, because I was looking at it then and I was still debating whether or not to start crocheting this. So yeah, by the way, if I say knitting instead of crocheting in this video, I mean crocheting. Yeah, so I was looking on the Hobby site, and they don't have any neutrals anymore. No white family kind of colors anymore. They're all sold out, except for the cones, but it's like the pure white, I think. And I want to do a more cream white for him as the main color. And then for the one color that is in there, the contrast color, I really want to do a pop of color. And I have been talking to him about it, and he was thinking this like spicy orange that I had on Hobby. So I was thinking, I think it was called oatmeal or oat milk, for the main color, and then for the contrast color, this like blood orange red kind of thing. But the oatmeal one and all the other white ones are sold out. So I think I'm gonna go for Drops Saffron, which is also a fingering weight 8/4 cotton yarn. So I'm gonna go for that one. And I think I'm gonna be ordering it from breiwebshop.nl, which is a web shop in the Netherlands, and I order from them a lot. I think they're great. They're super, super fast, and they have a very low threshold to get free shipping, so that's always a good thing. Yeah, so I think I will go for Drops Saffron or Saffron. And I have a few options, so I have them here. I was thinking for the white color, so the main color, I was thinking number 18, which is called Natural, or Off-White in some cases, or the number 71, which is Marzipan, which I think is a very nice color. It's like a little more muted-y, like greenish over grayish. But then there's also a camel one, which would be cool, because I saw this variation with purple as a contrast color. It's also really nice. And then for the contrast color, I was thinking either the lavender color, which is almost like a light blue purpley. I don't think my boyfriend would want that one though. So then two other options I have is this one, which is magenta, number 75, or number 19, which is just red. I think we'll go for the magenta one, and then either the marzipan one or the natural one. So number 18 or 71 for the main color, and number 75 the pink for the contrast color. But I'm gonna discuss that with my boyfriend, order the yarn, and then you'll see me once I receive my order. We just got it. We just got the yarn like 1 minute ago. So let's unbox it. Awesome! Alright, so here is the marzipan. And I ordered 20, so I got the whole bag. And then here is, I think I got 3. 3 of the drops saffron. It's a little duller in real life than on camera. I like the color there. This color, it's just like a little dull, if that makes sense. Oh. But I think it would be a good combination. I'll check with my boyfriend if he likes this, or see if I have another yarn in my stash that has a similar yarn weight to use instead. But it's going to be a long time before I need to use the contrast color. But this color is great. I think this is really beautiful. I would even call this like sand, but it's the marzipan. But we're ready to start. So here is the little swatch that I made, and I do think the colors go together really nicely. As I said before, it definitely picks up a lot like more of a vibrant pink, like more hot pink on the camera. In real life, it's more a little more purpley. Yeah, so I did a little swatch, and I should measure if I'm on gauge, but it's all made to measure. So I don't actually think it would be a big problem if I'm not on gauge. The only thing that I was thinking, because it kind of goes like this, and I think that is because my like stitch gauge for the crochet is a little smaller and my row gauge is a little longer. So there's more fabric created lengthwise this way and less widthwise. So if this would be longer or this would be shorter, then it would like bend down more. And this would be the like underneath the armpit part. So you don't want to have this pointing up. So I might need to like figure out how to have like more stitches but less rows. Yeah, I don't know. Or yeah, well, I might have said it wrong there. It's always a little confusing with gauge, isn't it? But I will cast on, I guess. I will really start the project now. The yarn is a little splitty, but that was only a problem when I was doing the foundation stitches that I started with. It's really interesting. So the idea is that you create this hexagon that folds in itself and then becomes a shirt. Like I already showed you, but I didn't explain it, but that's the idea. So you start here in the middle and then you go out, so you make like you increase here for the bottom, and then for the top part you increase in 4 points, because that will be the sleeve as well as the part that goes this way. So yeah, but there's all these measurements that you have to take and like calculations in the pattern, so that's really good. And it also, like, I can tell you that that's how it works, but you would still not be able to make the pattern. Yeah, but I like it. it was a little bit to figure this out, but it was nice to try it on a little bit of a swatch. And yeah, in reality, there's 3 of these clusters, and now I did 1, but I just wanted to see how the colors go together. So yeah, now I can start. This is how far I have gotten. I'm currently on the 2nd ball. And I don't think even I talked to you after casting on. So yeah, I started it. I put all of my measurements that I am using in my Ravelry project page. And I'm referencing this shirt. It's just a button up with short sleeves. From my boyfriend. So I'm referencing this. I used the armhole circumference like around here. So I just measured that down. I measured around the chest and then the length from the arm, like from the armpit down. So I used all of those to do my calculations, and I put all of the, like she has 4 numbers, A, B, C, and D, and I put them all on my Ravelry project page in case you want to make the same size and you don't want to measure anything. Yeah, so I'm almost where I can add the pink already, and these rounds are getting longer and longer every time. So yeah, it's bit of a task to go all the way around every time. But I was thinking I have 20 of these, which kind of means I need to finish 1 per day if I kind of want to make it on time before we leave. And I have been working on it for a few days now, and I'm on the 2nd ball. So I should get going. So I'll be taking this with me. We're gonna go see play right now. And my mom plays the play, so we're gonna go see that. So this will be like, here's the armpit and I'm working my way up. It is a lot of work, and even though crochet goes faster than knitting, it still is a lot, you know. You have to do a lot of little stitches, and every round you get a lot more stitches, so every round gets slower and slower. And I have to make 2 of these panels and then stitch them together, make a collar. That was a big switch from going from just seeing a little bit of the first half to having a finished crocheted blouse or Relaxagon shirt. I had finished it right before the wedding. Actually, I kind of gave up because the first half was going so slow, like incredibly slow. And I thought to myself, okay, I'm not going to finish this. I'm not going to be able to do this. And then I thought, okay, I'll just bring the first half that I was making to the US. So kind of where I stopped filming is when I went to the US, and I brought all of that. So all of my yarn that I had and my crochet hook and everything that I needed for this project to the US. Not really thinking I would be able to finish it on time. But then it was perfect because the bride-to-be, we were staying over at their house, at her and her husband's house. So that's my sister-in-law and her husband. And they, he still had to work, and then she wanted to have like a really quiet day. And then my boyfriend went out golfing, and then we stayed at the house and we watched this show, which was really awesome. So we ended up watching this series called Three Pines on Amazon Prime. Definitely recommend. But we ended up watching that. I had finished the first half, and then I started the second half while watching that, and was like a week before the wedding. So I started the second half and then I just zoomed through it. So what I think I did was like go all the way to the, from like the start, which is here, to the stripey over there in one day. And then I calculated how much I needed to do per day to be able to finish it. And then I ended up making that happen. And then all of a sudden, I only had to put them together. So when you put them together, you kind of like go in the 2 sides. So you go a little bit in the first one and then in the second one. And it creates this like line down the spine, which has a little bigger holes. You see that? And I first thought, oh, I don't want that. That doesn't look very good. But it really doesn't matter. When you wear it, it's like, it's symmetrical, so it doesn't really look that weird. Then I needed to sew on the buttons, but first I had to put in the collar. And then like before putting in the collar, I thought, this looks pretty bad. This looks so bad. So yeah, and then I put in the collar and I was like, it's coming together. It's always like that, isn't it? It's always like, trust the process, just keep going. But you're always like, are you sure? Yeah, I don't know. And then I put in the collar and I was like, this is perfect. And then we ended up getting all of these buttons from Joann's in the US. And we ended up deciding on these. Well, my boyfriend just picked them out and I was like, perfect. And I sewed them on in the car to the rehearsal dinner. So this was like the day before the wedding. And then it was done. And I did not do the edging. There's supposed to be like a crab stitch, which is like a backwards slip stitch I think. I'm not sure, I never did it. I didn't do it. I just left the edges like raw, but it's totally fine. I crochet pretty neatly, so it looks pretty good. Also, I made a little mistake because you needed to have the collar needed to start like here and not here. So you needed to have like, you know how crochet or like button-up shirts kind of go like this, and then have a little like end that is like that. But anyway, I didn't do that, and it looks fine. Yeah, so I'm really proud of it because it was such a big project on a 3mm hook. Like, that is insane. I did it. I'll put on the screen how much yarn I used. I will weigh this when I'm done filming this. I haven't weighed it yet. And yeah, I love it. And I'll also put in a little video of my boyfriend wearing it. I will already have put in some pictures, I think, or I'll just do the video, whatever. Yeah, and he really likes it. The only thing is that he thinks he needs to have a special occasion in order to wear it. Also, not to a lot of special occasions, you can just wear a crochet shirt. So I'm trying to influence him to just wear it whenever, because now it's still summertime and pretty soon it's definitely gonna be like not really wearable. It was a huge hit at the wedding. My boyfriend was performing there, he was playing guitar. So a lot of people noticed the shirt, and then they were all very impressed when they heard that I had made it. So they said, "Oh, you're the artist," which was really, really awesome. You know how that feels really great when they say that whenever you make something. Yeah, I'm really happy with this. I am very sorry that I didn't film the second half. I just didn't think I was going to finish it. So I just really put in all my time into crocheting instead of filming anything. So I hope this little clip at the end made it worth it watching it and made you inspired to crochet something similar. If you do, please let me know. Huge shout out to the pattern designer, obviously. If you want to know everything that I did, so all the measurements that I took and whatever I did, they're all in my Ravelry project page, where you can just look at what I did for measurements, etc. Because I didn't just take my boyfriend's measurements, I did like other things because I wanted to be oversized. So yeah. And with that, thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you in my next video and have a lovely rest of your day.